Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so your friends see it. Thank you.
Jeff Sessions is done. After another betrayal of Trump, his luck ran out. Attorney General Jeff Sessions' future in Donald Trump's administration is in jeopardy after what was just announced on Friday. Breitbart reported that Representative Matt Gaetz, RFL, told Judge Jeanine Pirro on Friday that if Sessions declines to appoint a second special counsel to investigate wrongdoing within his Department of Justice, then he should be removed from that post. He explained that an inspector general's report would be insufficient given the report doesn't necessarily mean charges would be brought by the Justice Department against wrongdoers. If Jeff Sessions does not appoint a second special counsel, then we need a new attorney general, Judge, he said. Because you're right, even if we learn more horrifying things from the inspector general, we can't actually prosecute somebody for those things because we would need somebody to be able to bring the case. And the Department of Justice and FBI obviously won't be bringing a case against themselves. So, Jeff Sessions needs to get rid of this mindset that is a dereliction of duty, and he needs to do what Congress has called for and appoint a second special counsel to get to the bottom of this. This comes after President Donald Trump took to Twitter to slam Sessions this week. Why is AG Jeff Sessions asking the Inspector General to investigate potentially massive visa abuse? Will take forever, has no prosecutorial power and already late with reports on Comey etc., Trump tweeted. Isn't the IG an Obama guy? Why not use Justice Department lawyers? Disgraceful. According to Gaetz, an inspector general's report would be insufficient given the report doesn't necessarily mean charges would be brought by the Justice Department against wrongdoers. What do you think about this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. FBI in hot water for conspiracy, obstruction of justice, and contempt of court. The FBI may have violated as many as 5 criminal statutes. The federal government acted like criminals during the last administration. Obama and his flunkies abused their power. Nothing was off the table for these con artists. They even went as far as spying on American citizens in order to protect their agenda. In many ways, they acted like communist dictators. If you got in their way, they'd crush you. Even if that meant breaking numerous laws. Now it looks like some of them will have to face the music. Top officials from that era might be charged for their criminal actions. From Washington Examiner. House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes, Republican California, informed the Justice Department on Thursday that the FBI may have violated criminal statutes when it sought Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act warrants to spy on ex-Trump foreign policy advisor Carter Page. In a letter sent to Sessions, Nunes wrote that the apparent use of the controversial Trump dossier to make the case for spying on Page suggests a clear violation of FBI protocols because it contained unverified information. And such a breach of protocol may have violated 5 criminal statutes, including conspiracy, obstruction of justice, and contempt of court. Nunes is demanding a response by March 8, in exactly 1 week. His letter, first obtained by Fox News, shows that FBI Director Christopher Wray and DOJ Inspector General Michael Horowitz were carbon copied. The country was stunned by the Nunes memo. He exposed what the DOJ under Obama did to thwart the Trump campaign. They used a bogus dossier to get fraudulent surveillance warrants. To boot, they didn't even disclose to the judges that they were using this dossier. The charges leveled at them by Nunes are not unfounded. They overstepped their power, limited by law and the Constitution, to go after the Trump campaign. The dossier was their only evidence of collusion with Russia. The dossier did not contain any verifiable facts and has been largely discredited by even liberal journalists. Yet the FBI and DOJ covered up that inconvenient fact, just to persecute a political rival. Conspiracy, obstruction of justice, and contempt of court might only be the beginning. If the current DOJ actually investigates this, we might find much more. But will Sessions do anything? Will we have to live through the indignity of Mueller's bogus investigation, while real criminals go free? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Feds caught handing out over $2 billion in tax dollars to boost foreigners over Americans. They used our own money against us. Globalism might not be a word you've heard in recent months, but the concept continues to rear its ugly head. Globalists manipulate our government to get rich. They want to exploit foreign labor, at the expense of American employees. For years, they've made it easy for companies to hire low-wage workers while neglecting American citizens. This was encouraged by both conservative and liberal leadership. Now it seems like this policy has cost Americans more than just jobs, but billions in tax dollars. From Daily Caller. The federal government gave billions in tax subsidies to U.S. companies that hired foreign college graduates rather than American job seekers in 2017, according to immigration policy, think tank analysis. Under U.S. tax law, neither the participants in OPT nor their U.S. employers owe payroll taxes for the foreign hires. These payroll taxes, Social Security, Medicare and unemployment insurance contributions, amount to 8.25% for both the employer and the worker. Though George W. Bush's administration initiated it, OPT grew significantly under Barack Obama's administration, which created the 36-month framework for work authorization. Republicans and Democrats have catered to globalists for years. Swamp dwellers in D.C. have made it easy for powerful companies to cheat Americans out of jobs. They move factories and plants to other countries, with no penalties from the government. Then they hire foreign workers here in America, further damaging American workers' prospects. This policy specifically hires foreign college graduations. So, it's not just blue-collar jobs being lost, but high-paying office careers as well. This happened in 2017, under the Trump administration. The policy was created by Bush but expanded heavily under Obama. Now is the time for Trump to act. He may have won more jobs for the United States, but what good is it if all those jobs are given to foreign workers? Shouldn't something be done to protect American graduates? Or do they have to fend for themselves on an uneven playing field? HT Daily Caller. New leftist move exposed. They just introduced new Medicare plan, you'll be furious. While it might be difficult to envision a Democrat policy that is more ready with issues and wasteful aspects than Obamacare, actually it could be much more regrettable. In the event that Democrats get their direction, that is. As the left observes it, the cash tree that exists because of the country's citizens still has a significantly more fruit that is ready for the picking. Obviously, they continue finding innovative approaches to endeavor to appropriate the tree until it's totally desolate. Via Washington Examiner. The progressive think tank Center for American Progress released the plan that would make Medicare available to everyone but also seeks to preserve employer coverage. The Affordable Care Act was a historic accomplishment and a giant step toward universal health coverage, said Neera Tandon, president and CEO of the think tank in a statement. The sustained political fight over the law shows that Americans want to expand coverage, not repeal it. Medicare Extra would take the next step by guaranteeing the right of all Americans to enroll in the same high-quality health care plan. Healthcare for all? Indeed, that sounds like the best thing since sliced bread, and a terribly commonplace thought that ceaselessly fells out with regards to little points of interest like who will pay for it and so forth. Sanders' single-payer plan during his 2016 primary campaign also offered up a series of tax increases and reforms to pay for the plan, and the campaign noted it would cost nearly $14 trillion over a decade. But an analysis from the left-leaning think tank Urban Institute found the plan would add $18 trillion to the country's debt over the next decade. Liberal darling Senator Bernie Sanders, IVD, was shouting from the rooftops about it to the cool children the previous fall. According to normal, his crying voice got away him when the time had come to comprehend it. Truly, that is trillion with a T. We have a country that is totally saddled with debt because of a long time of bungle, yet those on the left need to keep on piling on with nary an idea given to the outcomes. All things considered, they may recover some additional slaps and high fives from those in the liberal echo chamber on the off chance that they effectively go such hogwash through. Gratefully, common sense will at last win this time around and keep the cool children from getting their direction once more. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comments section below.